Well, hello there. I haven't streamed in a while. Last stream I did, I beat Pikmin 2. And I'm not streaming now. I'm sick. I don't know if you can hear it in my raspy voice. But, yep. And we're going to do some reaction videos today. A lot of people sent me, and we're going to go through these and have them uploaded the next couple days. So, this was one of the videos you sent me, then, good for you. This one was sent to me a lot. It's a lawsuit that Ethan sent, and I don't know much about it, but I'm pretty excited because I like him. He's a nice guy.
There, my name is Ethan Klein, and my favorite hobby is spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on lawyers. Today I invite you into my home to share my favorite pastime with you. Join me in creating generational wealth for my attorney. Let me tell you guys a story.
I actually love stogies. Like, I smoke a lot. I have mad respect for that. Look, I got one right here, actually. I'm going to smoke it later. I'm sick and I will still smoke it. I'm not an addict.
About a year and a half ago, there's a big conversation called ReactGate. ReactGate was a debate going on in the streaming community about what constituted fair use. People like Hassan, XQC, and many of the large Twitch streamers would watch other creators' entire video on their stream. They would rarely add sufficient commentary or even pause the video to speak. Most egregiously, they would re-upload the entire VOD to YouTube with the same thumbnail, the same title, so that they could...
Hey, I do that. I do that, don't judge me. I actually pause the video and talk. Someone told me the other day, how did you turn a 2-hour video into 2 parts and it being like 4 hours? I said, it's because I talk a lot. I have a serious problem. The most, like, I'll add like 5 minutes. I need to get, people would rather hear me talk. I don't need this up. People would rather hear me talk. I need to remember to pause the video when I want to say something. Because I have this problem where I talk over the video.
Cannibalize traffic from the original video. Here's what Lamino had to say about this phenomenon.
Yeah,
I don't mind people reacting to my videos, but I do mind when they play the entirety of my video. A face cam in the corner or the occasional interruption does nothing to address that issue. My video is still being played from beginning to end in someone else's stream or video. It's neither ethical nor necessary to feature the entirety of someone else's work. Or, they could do the bare minimum and ask for permission. Something that none of the major reaction channels have ever done when they've streamed or re-uploaded my videos. But to answer your question, no, I don't want people to stream or re-upload the entirety of my videos.
Now, understandably, this made a lot of people angry, because why should these content thieves, essentially, get more views than the author of the video, which in a lot of cases was happening? I mean, people don't like injustice, and we all see this and know it's not right. This debate culminated when XQC, one of the prime suspects, called into my show to debate me, in which case I'm sad to report
I've actually never watched anything from XQC before. Ever. Even when he went and played Overwatch. I've never watched one of his videos, and I don't plan to. He seems like a fine guy, though.
that I was terribly owned. So in that regard, do you care at all about like IP or copyright? Or like the fact that it's illegal, does that matter? That it might be illegal, does that matter to you?
No.
It doesn't matter.
Well, if flat out doesn't, because...
Well, that's fair.
Watch me full screen cam, do the fucking worm, then watch your prime... Then watch your prime content.
Do it for a week. Do a week of no reaction content and see how many fucking views you get. Oh, okay, sure. I mean, that's content, man.
I don't watch
content at least. The ultimate debate, bro. He hit him with the worm. Oh, why didn't I think of that first? I kid XQC, but he is not the one I'm suing. Despite my criticism, he's not a malicious infringer. But the ones I am suing, you'll see, are much, much worse. Now, ironically, after this debate and in the wake of this large conversation...
I'm not streaming, so I can say this. I hate denims. I like her more than most of Hassan's fans. Like, I would put her at the top of the list. But she's still, like, I don't like to curse, but she's an outright bitch. Like, she's bitch alert. She likes to lie. So, if she's one of them, oh. Ethan's a savior.
The problem seems to have only gotten worse. You have people like Hassan Piker paving the way of fair use with what's known as chair reacts, when Hassan gets up to go to the bathroom, or to eat, or to talk to his mom, or to do whatever, disappears for an extended period of time, and leaves the video playing for his chair. Mr. Chair, they call it.
IDF had warned people to leave the area around the main airport in Sana'a.
Okay. I know I'm a little bad at this. When I was streaming, I streamed like a 2-hour video. I've done it twice with the longer videos. I've got up to piss, okay? I gotta piss, and I left it running. No, it's not good. It's bad, obviously. But everyone gotta piss. You gotta piss. You know, if you're doing it in like a 10 or 15 minute video, go piss, you know, before the video starts or after. But if it's like a 40 or an hour and 30 minute video, it's fine. It's fine to piss. I mean, it's fine. Don't take like 10 minutes to shit on the toilet, you know, obviously. But if it's less than 10-15 minutes, it's fine.
Then this.
Do not the moral this operation will result in killing of hostages in captivity. Will result in the death of thirds of
Well, I've been thinking.
No, I actually forgot to change things before we started this video.
And it was in this setting
I'm using my gaming
that I
encoder.
formulated an idea. What if I could make a long-form, irresistible piece of content that I knew that these streamers couldn't resist? They couldn't avoid the temptation of watching it the second it was published.
I don't have an issue with them.
It's not that I wanted these people to steal my video. It's that I knew.
I reacted to this. Uh-oh, am I in trouble? Is that why this was sent to me so many times?
They would. I knew they would watch the entire video, add little to no commentary, react to it instantly, giving them no time to form an opinion. The trap was set, and it worked even better than I imagined it would. We captured pretty much every large streamer reacting to it in its entirety immediately after it was published. Now the thing is, there were a few people that went above and beyond to commit copyright infringement. For example, Denims sits here silently with nearly 50,000 live viewers. That's 30 times her regular viewership. She's working directly with the Snark subreddit moderators to siphon views, and their intentions couldn't be clearer.
Dude, Reddit sucks. Okay, there was a subreddit, I brought this up before, that was all about hating me and our live streams, because what we talk about on stream, they literally had a whole hate subreddit, and we had to contact them to take it down. It got so bad, and they only took it down because some of my co-hosts aligned with their political views, and there was bad stuff on there.
Here's an excerpt from a stickied post from the Snark subreddit. Hey everyone, we've seen a lot of comments about wanting to watch the nuke without showing support for H3. Here's a list of creators who've supported our sub, either by engaging with us directly or citing our post in their critique of H3. Here they're offering these streamers as market substitutes for my work. This is the cardinal sin of copyright infringement. The Snark subreddit has been a frequent and persistent infringer. That's how I knew when this video came out, the Snarkers were going to encourage, promote, and push streamers to commit copyright infringement. I should thank the Snarkers, actually. Because of their predictability, they acted like double agents for us, incriminating their favorite streamers and serving them up on a golden platter. So, thank you, Snark. It's one thing for a subreddit to admit it's engaging in copyright infringement, but how do you get the streamers themselves to admit that they're stealing content?
Well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime if you like the content. If you
I don't know if you've noticed, in every single one of my reactions, which I don't do often anymore, I mostly play games on stream, and then edit shorts from, like, Trump speeches, right? That's what I'm known for. By the way, if you're on Rumble and watching this, I do shorts on YouTube for Trump and stuff like that. People might want to watch that. But until Rumble gets a short thing, I'm not going to upload them here. But I've never asked, back to my ritual, I never asked for money in any of my live streams. I've never asked for donations, subs, prime subs, bits. Nor would I ever ask for them to do that. Like, in fact, if you have an ad blocker, use it. The amount of ads, the amount of money I get paid per stream is about $2 from Twitch. And then Kick and Rumble pay me more, honestly. I mean, I've gotten $0 from Rumble, because no, I mean, but I would make more from Rumble. The point is, I don't really monetize my stuff because I'm just a guy who likes to sit here and talk about, like, these events. But her actively being a, she's a whore, because she has an OnlyFans. If you have an OnlyFans, you're basically a whore, right? You show your skin. Once again, I hate denims the least out of people that are Hassan supporters. She's a terrible person, but I hate her the least. Still, if you have an OnlyFans, I think you're whorish. I mean, one of my Snake Queen, a friend of mine, has one. Good friend. Do I think she's whorish? Absolutely, she has an OnlyFans. That's just how it works. And you shouldn't ask for money at any point for this. It should be a passion.
enjoyed your time here.
It turns out they just do it for you. You couldn't cook up a more incriminating statement if you tried. Denims, the queen of self-owning, you prevail again. There's one thing about copyright you should know is that you got to register it before you publish to be eligible for statutory damages and attorney's fees, which is the main biting force of a copyright infringement lawsuit. Well, I'm happy to tell you guys now. I, Ethan Klein, have registered Hassan Piker Content Nuke with the United States Library of Congress. Some of you guys out there sweating? Even though theoretically, I could sue a lot more creators and rake in millions of dollars, but the purpose of this is not financial gain. People like XQC and Asmongold may have watched the entire thing, but I would never sue them just for doing that. I don't want to chill the reaction community into fear. Actually, the opposite. I hope that we can...
Oh, okay. Well, then he's nice about it. I mean, if you look at my react of it, I'm pretty sure I did like 20 minutes of the video on top, so granted. Plus, we're 12 minutes into this. No, we're 7 minutes into this, and I've been recording for 13 minutes, so...
all unite against this type of egregious behavior that not only makes us all look bad, but could destroy the commentary community as we know it.
Well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime.
The state of reaction content on Twitch is so broken, these creators feel comfortable looking right into a...
Twitch I'm recording. Twitch sucks, dude. Dude, I have to watch what I say all the time. My co-hosts, they talk to me. Make sure. We actually, they message me during the stream. They actually tell me, all this stuff that, hey, calm down on this subject. You're talking about this too much. Because they have, the Twitch TOS. We got in trouble multiple times. I had to take my Kick link off my Twitch page. A bunch of nonsense. It really is. And then it was a whole bunch of crap. But Twitch was a big bothersome, and they never bother these people. So I don't understand why they bother me so much.
Camera and saying outright, "Hey, I'm stealing this guy's content. pay me instead of him. This is not a healthy environment. And with people like Hassan reacting to entire TV shows on stream, my fear is that Sony or Disney comes along, sues everybody, and sets a devastating precedent that could endanger our entire field. Now, before I tell you who the 3 people I'm suing are, I just want to make it clear that they all met this very specific high bar of criteria that I set forth earlier. These people were not targeted based on their gender, their identity, their political beliefs. All 3 are on this list. In fact, they're the only 3, as far as I could tell, that reacted to the full video. Drum roll, please. Who's sweating at home, guys? Casey Tron, the queen of ripping farts and bonglo.
I actually know very little about Casey Tron. I think she made fun of Asmongold about his mom. I'll look into this before watching the next video because it was about Casey Tron sent to me. And calling someone a rapist. Basically, she's a horrible person. Yeah. Horrible person. If that's the case, horrible person. Absolutely.
They do musicals. They're very musical people. I know. Are you being serious? Dog, what do you... Look!
I've never...
You think I made this?
Frogan, who, bless her soul, she's still rising.
Can I walk away and use the bathroom? Do I have permission?
Do you have permission to go to the bathroom? Go to the bathroom.
Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing.
Go to the bathroom. Don't ask your chat for permission. Just go take a... I would be like, I'm going to go take a piss. I come back. In fact, I have co-hosts. I would just take my headset with me. You guys know it all the time. I take my headset with me. Go like this. Go to take a piss. It's right over there. I come right back. Oh, what are you, a child? Be an adult. What's the trick? How long was she gone for?
Apparently thinks Twitch is liable for me interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life.
What happened?
And Denims, the queen of self-owning. And my God, is she the queen of that?
It's very obvious from the way that guy's talking, he's a Sneeko fan.
Oh my God, bro.
I want you all to see this. Let me see. Let me move my little face cam. Just move it. People get upset at me when I call people words and stuff. Look at this. Do you see this? Do you see this? She's obviously trying to attract the male audience to get more viewers. Like, this is a... She's not even hiding it. It's whorish. Okay? That's just how it is and how it's done. Alright? I mean, if I was a girl, I would be doing it too, not gonna lie. Alright? I would use it. I would use what God gave me. But her tits are out. Those are, or it's Amy. That's some tits right there.
I love you, hostage. Can I give you a hug?
I'm so sweaty, bro.
I love you, bro.
None of the hostages that have been released so far have said that they have been raped. The hostages have public statements. You can go look at them.
The sexual assault I experienced should never happen to any human being.
This Yemeni kid is just a Yemeni kid with a gun and is not a Houthi, and there is no proof of him being a Houthi.
Are you a soldier? Yes.
Brother. It's propaganda. I mean, people, they lie like this all the time. I wrote on all of my social medias, even Blue Sky. Well, yes, I do in fact have a Blue Sky. Why? It's the easiest way to talk to a lot of my VTuber streaming buddies. Okay, a lot of VTubers are liberal, but it didn't matter. Everyone that wrote on that comment, no matter where it was, agreed that it was propaganda. Now, they didn't all agree with my take on Hassan, but these women, her, Frogan, oh, they agreed still.
That seems pretty definitive.
He never said Hassan Nasrallah was a good guy.
I can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah base. I mean, listen.
Now for the fun part. Let's take a look at the complaints. And let's start with my favorite of the 3, the very own, the prestigious, the highly acclaimed, the highly analytical Casey Tron.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. So we're going to watch it.
Well, that's a really dumb thing to say, don't you think? Why are you so comfortable? We've given each complaint a clever little title, and here's Caseytron's. She smoked more than she spoke. Caseytron smokes 42 times during her reaction. And just as a silly thought...
I like to smoke. Have I ever smoked during a live stream? No, because you know what you do during a live stream? Entertain people. If I'm smoking during a live stream, how am I supposed to talk or say anything? You don't.
Experiment, we thought, wouldn't it be funny if she spent more time smoking than she did talking? And thinking there was no way that that could be true. Well, we tallied them up, and lo and behold, there's 15 minutes 40 seconds of commentary versus 18 minutes and 55 seconds of smoking. She spent 3 minutes and 15 seconds longer smoking than she did talking in her quote-unquote reaction. And whatever talking she did was just to express how confused she was, presumably from smoking 42 times.
What is happening? I'm trying to follow. I've lost the plot.
The complaint continues. Indeed, Caseytron is often too obliterated to comment on the nuke, and instead stares blankly at her computer screen. In a span of 2 hours and 7 minutes, Caseytron smokes marijuana, frequently in highly concentrated forms through vaporizers, on 42 separate occasions. At one point, Caseytron is so wasted that she states, quote, "What is happening? I'm trying to follow, but I've lost the plot." To give you an idea, the majority of her commentary comes down to this.
I don't understand this myth that he's doing.
He's read more books than you could ever imagine.
CPM's coming out of Qatar.
What the hell
you
is
kids
going
love anime, right?
Is that all
He's read more books than you could ever imagine.
in the like,
What is
bubble?
happening? I'm trying to follow. I've lost the plot.
This upsets me the most. If it's not even like her, it's really her audience. Why are you watching someone that's so, like, I don't know, intoxicated by drugs, they can't even understand what they're doing? Why would you watch someone that's obviously a bad influence on you? Like, this is clearly someone that you shouldn't associate with. Like, would you associate with her in real life? Clearly not. There's standards to everything that you do, and if I saw this woman on the street the way she is now here in this stream, I'd be like, oh, don't want to be near that mess. Go to a hospital.
They do musicals. They're very musical people. I know. Are you being serious? Dog, what do you look? You think I made this? This isn't a music video, Hassan.
And as dumb as all of that is, this is the part that really got her sued.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. Without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. So we're gonna watch it. What the fuck is going on here?
Stating outright that her intention of doing this is so that people who don't want to support me can watch it through her is why copyright infringement laws exist. You could not and should not do that, especially if your commentary consists of you taking bong loads. At least try to engage with the content. Whoa, what was that? Oh, sorry. That was a flying star. It almost got me. You know her and you love her, guys. Frogan. Reaction by exiting. Here she is getting up to leave the video running as she steps out of the room. Is that transformative? I guess the judge will decide. She said, quote, "It's time to watch the new nuke ethically. Hell yeah." Huh. Very smart to say on camera, by the way. She said, quote, "Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support. And thank you for watching it with me." Well, you are so welcome, and I'm so glad that you were able to enjoy that day. Her commentary is so non-existent that even her own fans begin to call her out.
Don't have anything to say?
That's embarrassing. Man, I'm sick. That's embarrassing. Not a single time has anyone in my audience ever said, "This is boring." you aren't saying much about it. In fact, I I'm a much smaller audience of people, even from her point of view. In fact, I've had a stream where I have more people than she's had, which is saying something because of how much support she gives. Not once have I ever had someone said I wasn't saying anything. In fact, I've had someone said that I've talked too much during a stream. So, sort of embarrassing. Maybe someone's not meant to be a streamer.
Dude, because he's cycling the same fucking points over and over again. What more commentary do you need on him repeating the same fucking points for the whole first hour and 1 minute and 32 seconds? It's been the same shit over and over again. This video could have been condensed into 20 fucking minutes. Like, what commentary do you want me to add by, like, oh, this guy's a fucking idiot, he's mentally ill, and he's having a mental breakdown and uploaded it to fucking YouTube? Are you gonna make at least one good point? What do you want me to make a point on?
Oh, I forgot. She also said, "Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing." You may use the bathroom, Frogan, although I don't advise it.
Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing.
This into your stomach. And let me state the obvious. Jew and...
Apparently thinks Twitch is liable for me interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life.
What happens?
Well, you just pause it. That's it. You just pause the video, right? Like, you get up and you go to the bathroom, you just pause it.
I don't know if I can agree with Ethan here. If it's like 5 seconds, you know, you gotta piss, maybe you can pause it. But I don't think so. I think there's no real harm in leaving it running, especially if it's a long video. If she's taking a dump, maybe pause it.
They should be watching for you. But if you get up to go to the bathroom and they
maybe, I'm not sure. I don't know. I feel like this point I disagree with Ethan. I think they should be there for you. But I mean, if you have to go to the bathroom, it depends on how much you watch the video. If it's a 30-minute or below video, pause the video. If it's a 2-hour video, leave it running.
Keep watching my video, they're clearly not watching for you, right? As lazy and pathetic as her reaction is, this is not why she's getting sued. This is.
Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support. And thank you for watching it with me. First time viewer, time to watch the nuke ethically? Hell yeah. I found my way from Reddit. Hi guys, welcome Reddit people. Reddit people, Reddit people. I came from the HP Snark Reddit. Ethan is so pathetic while his son is in Japan. I'm bothered having a great time. Exactly. We're gonna watch it live, yes. He doesn't want people to know when it's dropping because we're all watching through other streamers. And I suggest you all watch it through other people as well.
It's the stated.
Literally, you can't do that. You can't take it from the main author and have you watch it, taking his money away when he made it, statedly, and put it on there as a replacement for his own work. Also, 559 here. I once had a stream with 889 people. Just saying. I mean, on average, she probably gets more, but I just want to say, like, you know, more people.
Malicious intent to steal. They talk about watching ethically, but I learned not to steal when I was 5. Up next is Denims. And honestly, just take a look at this, guys. It's a nightmare on Denim Street. Not only did she chair react, but she was kind enough to write her name right at the top just so that we knew that she was stealing my content and it was her room and nobody else's. Judge, did you know that we're on Denim Street right now? Here's some quotes from Denims. We're relying on you to stay live so we don't have to give the nuke views. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it. Since he's confirmed it's coming out today, I'm gonna stream it. That is very explicit. Denim said, quote, "Well guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, give me a follow, subscribe, throw a prime if you like my content." Your content? The Queen of Self-Own included a countdown timer so we could tell exactly how long she was away. After being gone for a few minutes, she returns and then sits silently for another couple of minutes eating.
I'm gonna go pee, and hopefully, when I'm back, they're done with this.
Alright.
You do look better.
It takes you 2 minutes to pee? Get a bowl. I mean, she can get food, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. Getting up to go to the bathroom, I think, is fine.
Mr. 305. I see it.
Dude, you should do this.
I have an alternate.
We're relying on you to stay live so we don't give more views on the nuke. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it. Since he confirmed it's coming out today, we're gonna stream it. If you want to watch it with someone else who's already watching it, you know, come enjoy the watch party somewhere else. If you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow,
How is it
subscribe,
terrible?
throw
I thought
a
it was pretty
prime
good. I thought
if
it
you
was
like the
funny,
content, if
too.
you enjoyed your time here. Because I'm going to be honest, I did not want to watch that by myself.
Let me also
Then don't
commercialize
watch it, then.
by asking you to reward me financially for stealing his content. That is like chef kiss. By the way, Denims had a very successful stream. She had 43,000 people watching her live. Take a look at the title of her Twitch stream. Ethan Klein Hassan Content Nuke Watch Party. A watch party? I don't think that's fair use. Now, Denims, of course, always delivering the goods. She went on this dude's podcast to debate fair use. And would you be surprised if I told you she said, oh,
She's retarded. I'm actually excited to see what she said, because it's probably something that is so incriminating against herself that any reasonable non-two brain cell person would say. Wouldn't say.
a lot of incriminating things
I'm
in that
sick.
podcast. The queen of self-own never disappoints.
I want to be clear on my opinion on like filler content and stuff. Like I think filler content, like you shouldn't do it. I know I do it as a React streamer, and I try to do it
Filler content?
only when I do it with like
None of your content should be filler.
Vox videos or Vice videos and stuff like that, because at least I'm not like directly ripping from one content creator and not like a whole team and stuff. And most of those videos have like 5 million views. I only get like 500 viewers. Like I'm taking maybe 50 views from the video. It's a
You get more than 500 views. Clearly you do.
lot harder to feel like, I guess, bad about that. Whereas like I would feel very bad about doing that to like a single content creator. The majority of people say that they literally wouldn't watch Hell's Kitchen unless I was streaming it. And it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm reacting hard enough. You know, I'm sure if you click on a random part in the video, I might not be saying anything, sure, whatever. And I might walk away from the screen. But it's about like the communal thing. It's why like fucking Toast started streaming Death Note. It's not about the actual show at a certain point. It's the same reason you watch shows with your friends. You want to watch it with other people. A lot of people go to watch streamers on Twitch for their React content almost as a curator. So they don't actually want to go through YouTube themselves and watch a bunch of videos, and they probably never will go
I think this is a point in Denim's favor here, to be fair. People send me stuff to watch, but more because they want me to watch it and give my opinion on it than just them watching it, or if they've probably already watched it. I just take requests to watch it.
through YouTube and click a bunch of videos. They like going to Twitch because they like to have it as like, this streamer is curating fun content that I want to watch.
Like, I'm sure
From the people that I've talked to, the people who watch Twitch content are specifically there to watch it so they don't have to scroll through YouTube and find a video they like. If someone watches content, I already said this, if someone watches content on someone else's stream, there is a very low likelihood that they're going to go watch it separately and give you like the view or the like. Or the people who are watching content on Twitch, curated Twitch content on Twitch, aren't necessarily people that would be watching content on YouTube.
That, my friend, is called theft. And you're a thief. And now I'm suing you. This is just a testimony to how brazen and how safe they've, gotten. That she thinks she can go out in public on video and say shit like, I'm stealing this content because I want to. I'm coping even though I know it's stealing. When people watch it with me, they're definitely not going to go watch the original. Like, you are way too comfortable committing crimes out in the open.
It's because they're retarded. I mean, no normal person would say that. No person with half a brain cell would say any of that. And no person with half a brain cell would not contribute their success to the original author of the video. Because the reaction should be, they want to come see you, not the video itself.
Well, there you have it. 3 separate lawsuits for 3 separate geniuses. Now, I want to make it clear again, and I hope it's been obvious about why I'm suing these 3 people and not others. These people not only violated all of the principles of fair use, they also did it maliciously. And that's the part that really got me. I think if you're a reactor on Twitch, for the most part, if you make a good faith effort to comment, and if you make a good faith effort to promote the author, to link to them, to try to drive traffic to the original video, I think you're probably pretty much doing the right thing, and that's fine. And I would never sue someone for that.
I have never not linked to the video. Don't make me a liar. After I got called out on it, originally, when I first started, I just started streaming. I wasn't doing it, but I got called out on it, and I started doing it, and I was doing it right, because I didn't want people to get upset, and I wanted people to go to the actual video. It wasn't malicious, I just didn't know what I was doing, because it was like right when I started. Obviously, the link to this video is going to be below in the description right now. So, seriously. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it if you're not being, give me money, not him, you know? Then you're just a bad person.
Take it to these three absolute morons to state their intention to steal my property on video. You know, and to all the detractors who are saying that I'm targeting women, that I'm a hypocrite for suing for copyright infringement, I just have this to say. I don't care. What I do hope, though, is that you'll support their crowdfunding efforts to defend themselves. Because let's face it, I want to make sure there's money left over for me when I win my lawsuits. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a great time.
Yeah, absolutely based. I completely agree with Ethan doing this, especially with three horrible women that have done terrible things. And that are not only racist, liars, propagandists, and thieves. There couldn't be a better three people to do this again. So yeah, 100% agree. I got a couple more videos I'm going to watch that will be going live in the next couple days. So yeah, stick around for that, and link to this video in the description. Another Ethan W. absolutely